What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Fantasy Tomorrow. Today we're going to be talking about the injuries that we need to keep an eye on and be aware of for Week 12. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Let's start off by talking about the long-term injuries that we saw happen around Week 11. First off, Justin Fields, quarterback for the Chicago Bears, he suffered a rib injury, and even though nothing is broken, he's going to miss this Thursday's game against the Lions, but hopefully he'll be back soon. In the meantime, Andy Dalton will be starting for the Bears, and he should be able to, provide enough for that Bears offense, but that was never really a high-powered offense anyways, but hopefully Fields gets back on the field soonly. The next guy we're going to talk about is Carson, running back for the Seahawks. He had suffered a neck injury a little earlier in the season. Well, unfortunately, he had surgery, and that will end his season. In the meantime, Alex Collins, Rashaad Penny, and DeeJay Dallas are likely going to split carries for the Seahawks, but it's going to be hard for you to trust any of them. Michael Carter of the Jets suffered a high ankle sprain in Week 11. He's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. In the meantime, Ty Johnson and Tevin Coleman will fill in for him, but bad news for Carter. And then finally, Amari Cooper, wide receiver for the Cowboys, tested positive for COVID last week. He missed Week 11, and he's already been ruled out for Week 12 since the game is on Thursday, so we won't see him until at least Week 13. Now, let's move into some more minor injuries to watch, and before we do, let's keep in mind there's a bunch of Thursday games this week. We have the Bears, Lions, Raiders, Cowboys, Bills, and Saints all playing on Thursday. But let's start off with quarterbacks, starting with Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. Now, he had an illness that caused him to miss Week 11, but he should be able to get healthier and get better and play this week. Jared Goff, quarterback for the Lions, has an oblique injury that caused him to miss Week 11. He has a Thursday game, but reports are positive that he should be able to play. Moving on to some running backs, Alvin Kamara of the Saints has an ankle injury that's caused him to miss the past couple of weeks. He also has a Thursday game, and it could be a bit of a stretch for him to be able to get ready and actually return in this game. Aaron Jones, running back for the Packers, has an MCL injury that caused him to miss Week 11. The timetable for that injury was 1 to 2 weeks, so he technically could return this week. Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys has a leg injury, and even though he finished the game with that injury in Week 11, he will be worth watching since he has a Thursday game as well. Cordarrelle Patterson, running back for the Falcons, has an ankle injury that caused him to miss Week 11, but he did go through pregame warm-ups for that Thursday night game, and he's had a little bit of extra time to heal up, so he could come back. Elijah Mitchell, running back for the 49ers, has a finger injury that caused him to miss Week 11, but he's considered day-to-day. He wasn't expected to miss a whole lot of time with this injury, so he should be able to come back. Moving on to some wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb of the Cowboys suffered a concussion in Week 11. It's going to be very tight for him to be able to come back and clear concussion protocol in time for his Thursday game. A.J. Brown, wide receiver for the Titans, has a chest injury, and x-rays were negative when he got tested, but he's having more tests done, so we'll definitely want to watch him and see if there's any more news about A.J. Brown. Antonio Brown, wide receiver for the Buccaneers, has an ankle injury that's caused him to miss quite a bit of time. And we'll definitely want to watch and see if he's able to progress a little bit more and eventually make his return. Marquise Brown, wide receiver for the Ravens, has a thigh injury that caused him to miss Week 11. We'll definitely want to watch and see whether he can make any progress this week. Tyler Boyd of the Bengals has an unknown kind of issue. He actually came out of the game in Week 11 to get an IV. He should be okay, not too big of a deal from what it looks like. Allen Robinson of the Bears has a hamstring injury that caused him to miss Week 11. He has a Thursday game. That could be very concerning for Robinson. And then finally, Jarvis Landry of the Browns has a knee injury. He was able to play through that injury in Week 11, and the Browns expect him to keep doing that despite this injury. So Landry should be on the field, but probably will want to downgrade him due to that injury. Alright guys, here's a review of all of these different injuries. This would definitely be something that would be good to print out or download so that you can keep this in mind as the week progresses, especially with all of those Thursday games. It will definitely be a good aid for you to have. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, drop us a like and a comment, and check out our Twitter and our Facebook and interact with us over there. Also check out Pretty Smart Sports, our other channel where we're talking about all sorts of different sports stuff. But again guys, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.